All right, so camera's on. We're in our car before we go into the gym. Just doing what every other gym guy, gym girl does. They get in their car, they sit in their car, and they talk about stuff, about the gym, about life and stuff. But, you know, I wanted to talk about how I get frustrated a lot before coming to the gym. And this is going to be a little bit of rantiness coming from me, but you know, it's not easy to psych myself up to go to the gym. You know, like I'm not very happy going to the gym most of the times because I know you got to deal with crowds. I know you have to deal with looking in that dang mirror the entire time, you know, just like not being happy, like with your own image and stuff like that. And I really just wanted to make a video trying to like relate with people of how much like I personally, I don't like going to the gym, but 100% of the time, I'm happy after I go to the gym. Every time. No doubt about it. There's, like, honestly, it's just getting those feel-good endorphins out, you know, having a really hard workout, sweating a good amount, and just having, like, just, you feel spent. You feel like you did something, you know? And it's just this pre-going to the gym that's so frustrating that I just feel like a lot of people don't talk about, you know. They want, most of the time, people say, like, try to do an active 6 days a week if you want to make really good progress in your body. But I'm just like, 6 days? 6 days a week? That's very unlikely to happen with most people. And I feel like that's just preaching something that you actually don't even yourself do. I don't know a lot of even fitness people who do 6 days a week. I know people who care about their health all 7 days a week, but I don't know people who actually have quality workouts 6 days a week. And I think that's ridiculous. I'm only coming here 4 days a week and I still get frustrated. I'm just like, fuck, I have to do this today. I don't want to. And the reason why I don't want to is because just, you know, it's your homeostasis. If you don't know what your homeostasis is, it's trying to keep your body at a level place before, you know, like your body wants to keep you at a stable spot. And now, since you're working out fitness and trying to be better, you're overexerting yourself, and a lot of times my body just wants to just like relax, just chill, and I feel like I don't get a lot of chill time, and it's like it feels like a constant grind. And I'm gonna be honest, I see this grind behavior stuff and I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I feel like people don't know how to have comfort in their life. You know, I feel like people forgot how to just sit at home on the couch, read a book, have some tea, chill out. And like, yeah, you can do that in like an hour or so, but it's just the sense of I'm going to get up, I'm going to overexert myself today, I'm going to get spent, and I'm going to feel good doing it. I am going to feel good doing it, but just the fight you have to have before you go in, it's just a constant thing for me, and I don't like it. And I get frustrated, but I always feel good after. And like that's just one thing that like is just clear in fact, that like even if I don't even have the best workout, I feel good after I leave. I'm like, yes, I did that. I went to the gym. I improved myself is like basically what you can say at the end of the day. But there's just a lot of stuff like that comes with going to the gym and making changes in your body that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about, especially obesity. You know, I see a lot of fitness influencers who have just they've been like blessed, you know, like when they were young, they were skinny and they had a 6-pack when they were young. And it's like, what the fuck? And they've been doing sports since they were little, and they're just an active person, and going to the gym is nothing for them. But then there's like a lot of people who like were obese as children, teenagers, adults, and I feel like those people don't get talked about too much. You know, a lot of people are just really fit dudes or girls who have always been fit their whole life, you know what I mean? And now they're like at the point where they're making like videos about how I did it. And it's like, you did it because you've always been this way. And now you've always been improving. What about the people who are BMI 30? That was me. I'm going to get to that in a second. But it's like, what about the people who like hate going to the gym, who when they go there, they look at themselves in the mirror and they're like, fuck, I don't look like that guy. I don't look like that chick. I look like shit, blah, 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 blah. And they get in their own head and, they don't go to the gym. And they have a gym membership, but like they're anxious to go or stuff like that. And I feel like those stories don't get told enough, like how to overcome gym anxiety, how to overcome gym frustration and stuff. And honestly, like, I don't even have all the answers. Of course I don't. But I do understand what it's like to be obese. And that's a big thing that I wanted to talk about today is when I was a kid, I was always like the bigger one in the photo, in the class photos, just heavier and stuff like that from like 7 years old, let's just say that. And then it wasn't until like 11 or 12 when I moved to a new town and I started walking to school. And it was walking back and forth every day. And I didn't even realize, but those heavy textbooks in my backpack, like I was actually rucking at like a really young age, which is pretty funny to think about. And if you don't know what rucking is, it's when people go hiking or they go on the treadmill or the Stairmaster with like a bunch of weight in their backpack or a weighted vest kind of thing. And it's pretty funny to think about. Just like, wow, that's actually what was the tipping point for me to lose a lot of weight. So the biggest thing I can say is, like, if you don't want to go to the gym, if you're one of the people who are like, I get embarrassed about the gym, I don't feel good when I'm at the gym, my biggest piece of advice is just go on the treadmill. Put that treadmill on a nice incline, not too pretty, let's say pretty big. Let's say like seven, the number 7 on the incline treadmill, and just walk. Put on a podcast, put on something on your iPad, put it on your phone, and just watch. And do it for 45 minutes. And if you can do that 4 days a week, that's amazing. But then the frustrations also come in. It's like, what about after? Because people always say, like, yeah, I love working out, but then like all I want to do after I work out is have a whole tub of ice cream. And I get that. You finally spent yourself. It's like time to eat. And unfortunately, it's just not that way. You can't just eat whatever you want after a workout. Like, you have to be strict about what you eat. And I know for me is when I was heavy, I was let me get to the stat real quick. I was 235, 240 pounds. I'm only like 5'10", 5'11" feet tall, and yeah, I was like 31% BMI, and that was not good. And I needed a change in my life. So I would say I've been consistently working on myself for 3 years to get to where I'm at, and I'm not like in an amazing shape, but I'm 29, and I actually feel like right now I'm in the best shape of my life because I just made dedication, because I was tired of living in like that body and stuff like that. But like, that's what I really want to talk about, is just like, I get it. Going to the gym isn't very fun. It's kind of sucks. Like getting in your car, driving to the gym, going into the gym, it's super packed. What do? This is taken. I don't know what I'm doing today. But all I can say is the first thing is get on that incline treadmill and just walk. Just do it. Because I didn't even start lifting weights for a while, because when I lived in an apartment, there was hardly any weights, first of all. They were just a treadmill. They were like 4, which was great. It was like a cardio gym. And all I did is I would play my lectures that I was doing for school. I would just play them, and I would just walk for 45 minutes. And it sucks. But if you go at a low speed, you don't have to make it fast. If you go at a low speed and just do it, I really think you'll see a lot of progress with trying to lose a lot of body fat. That's like the biggest secret that I found, is just up that treadmill and walk. And when you feel comfortable, put it down and do a little jog, even for like 2 minutes. But mostly just consistently walk 45 minutes. It's a lot of time out of your day. I get it. Please, don't work out more than like an hour and a half every day. Like, your days are going to just be full of like, I'm spending so much time in the gym and I'm not making any effort, blah, 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 blah. I know some people who go to the gym for 3 hours, and I'm just like, what do you do? What do you do for 3 fucking hours? I'm in the gym maybe an hour 20 maximum. And that's with cardio and weightlifting, because I don't want to spend my entire day here. I think there's more to life than just fitness, but I know fitness is a really important part about life. I could keep ranting, but hey, we hit the 10-minute mark. Look at us, made our first little ranty vlog about the gym. If there's definitely going to be more rants. There's so much I have to say about the gym. Egos will definitely be coming. Eating patterns will be really hard. But I just wanted to get on here and just talk about how I get it. It's not hard. I'm sorry, it is hard to get yourself in the gym, but you always feel good after. Every time. Every time you feel good after. But that psyching yourself up to get here is really tough to overcome. And I get it. But I hope anyone who's struggling with obesity, anyone who is wanting to drastically make changes with their body, I hope you find the inspiration to do so. I feel amazing after 3 years of dedicating myself to this. And I just want more people to feel this way. That's like the biggest thing. I understand. I've been there, and I've been in places where it's just like you try on new clothes, you don't feel good, you can't go do the things you enjoy, like swimming, you can't go to the beach and like run with your family and stuff like that. There's like a bunch of things. And now that I'm in better weight, in better shape, it's just like so much of life has opened up to me after overcoming it twice, when I was a kid, and then mid-20s. Now I'm 29, about to turn 30, and I feel great. I feel in the best shape, but it's not easy. And I'll definitely be working on stuff to like talk about overcoming obesity, because it's something I'm really passionate about, and something that I feel like it's just unfair, because I didn't choose to be so busy I couldn't focus on my stuff, and I know a lot of people can. I know a lot of people are super busy, and they can't have like, here's 30 minutes of a morning workout, and then after your morning workout, you go to the gym, and it's like, and then at night, here's stuff you should do before. It's like, no one, like, I'm sorry, like, I know you're preaching this, but not a lot of people do this. So I want to be realistic with these rants and vlogs and advice. I don't want to be overbearing with a lot of advice. I don't want you to feel bad about trying to take care of yourself. I want you to be realistic. And I think that's the best way to go about it, because if you set unrealistic expectations, you're just going to fail, and you're going to feel worse about yourself. So you got to keep it realistic. So I guess that's the one thing I can kind of like leave this video on, is if you don't feel like going to the gym, and you feel like, sorry, first of all, you don't like going to the gym, or you don't feel like going to the gym, just go to that treadmill. I know a lot of gyms have treadmills. I'm sure every single one of them has it. And just turn it on that incline and walk. Just start there. Start there. You don't need to worry about weights. Food, we can talk later. But just start by walking on the treadmill. That's it. On the incline. Make sure to have an incline on there. Don't hang on to the handlebars. And put something on your phone. Relax. Enjoy your time at the gym. But that's it. I will do this more often, though. So expect sitting in my car. Just like every one of them.